This is our third lesson in chapter 12, and we're going to look at related rates today. So we're going to be looking at these two objectives here. Perhaps pause the video at this point if you weren't here, so you can try the warm-up, and then we'll talk about the answers in a second. So first of all, you should recognise this as the chain rule. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the power to the front. So if I call these all y equals, then dy by dx equals, bring the power to the front. We're going to decrease the power by 1. But we also have to remember we've got to times by the differential of what's inside the parentheses, which for this time would be 2. And then if I simplify this, I would get that. Now the second part of this question says check your answer by using a u sub. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So instead of doing this cubed, I'm going to let u equal 2x plus 1. So therefore y equals u cubed. Now I can do two differentials from here. I can do du by dx, which is 2, and I can also do dy by du, which is 3u squared. Now the question actually says though that we want to find dy by dx, so we're going to use these to help us to do that. And I can see I got a dy on top here, and so does this one, so I'm going to use this to help me. But also I need a dx on the bottom, which this one has. And although these aren't really fractions, if we pretend they are for a second, the du's would cancel and give me dy by dx. So I'm going to use these two things to find dy by dx. So I got 3u squared times by 2, which is 6u squared. And then if I go back to the original line here, u is 2x plus 1. So if I substitute back, then I get 6 times 2x plus 1 squared. And notice that is indeed the same as what we had at the start of the question. Now there was a second question here as well, so we'll have a look at that one as well. This one, I'm just going to do it from the first method. I'm not actually going to check this. You can check this yourself. So notice this is on the bottom of the fraction, so that tells us we've got a negative exponent here. 3 tells us it's cubed, and the 4 tells us it's the 4th root. So when we come to differentiate this, we're going to bring the power to the front. So 6 times negative 3/4 is negative 9 over 2. This stays the same. We've got to decrease this power by 1. And then we've got to remember also to times by the differential of what's inside the parentheses, which is going to be 2x. Now when it comes to tidying this up, negative 9 over 2 times by 2 is just negative 9. And then also times by the x. So we've got negative 9x, x squared plus 1 to the negative 7 over 4. Now our question was in terms of a radical and a fraction, so we should also try and make our answer the same. So this x squared plus 1, this is negative, so I'm bringing it to the bottom. Power of 7, and the 4 on the bottom of the fraction tells you it's the 4th root. Like I said, if you want to check for yourself using the chain rule again, using the u sub, then go ahead, but that's what you're actually looking for.